What's up, beauties? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I want to give you guys 5 pieces of advice. Well, just share with you guys 5 pieces of advice that I will give to my younger self, and specifically my 18-year-old self. Cause girl, woo. But we're gonna get right into that. So without further ado, let's just hop right into the video. My first piece of advice that I would have gave my younger self, in specific my 18-year-old self, is to stop giving a fuck about what people think or say about you. Here's the thing. People are going to talk shit about you, feel some type of way about you, judge you, all types of shit about you, whether you're doing good or bad. So why give a fuck? Like, and it sounds so cliche and just straight to the point, but it's hard. Like, I mean, it was hard for me at that time. And really, I just needed to stop giving a fuck what people had to say about me. I have not shared this on this channel because, like before, I linked my video of me just transitioning my business and things like that. But I used to make wigs, so I didn't really share this on my channel. But I was a teen mom. I did have my first child when I was 14. Not promoting teen pregnancy on this channel whatsoever, but hey, it's my reality. It is what it is. I'm going to share it with you guys. But yeah, so I did have my child early at 14, and you can just imagine the shit that was said about me, like unfit, really didn't, have much. Well, that's what they thought. My mom was gonna take care of my baby, just all types. Like I fucked up, like basically I fucked up, and I spent so much time caring about what people would say. Like I would literally be in the room crying. Like I remember this one time, like I really felt like, ending it because it was just so fucking much. People saying this about me, people just not even knowing me at that. It would be people that I don't even know. But really, what really hurt and where it stung the most is the shit that was said about me was from people who I actually loved and cared about, instead of them, okay, yeah, you guys just see what I'm going through and what I did, and it's just so fucking wrong. But it's like, why not try to pour into me? Help, if you see me struggling, help me. Why? Like, I just didn't get it. Like, not once have I ever had my mom or just anybody um taking care of my kid, taking care of my baby at the time, anything like that. Like once I found out I was pregnant, like I was on the grind. I knew how to do hair, so I was doing hair so that I could provide for my baby. I was paying my mama bills at that time. That's how much money and things I was doing at that time. Cause nobody would hire me. I was even applying for McDonald's, bitch, and they was not calling me back at all. But yeah, and I really, in the back of my mind, like I would set goals like, okay, I'm gonna do these amount of clients so that I can do this, that, and that, give my mom money, pay her bills, take care of my kid, all this other shit. I want to graduate high school early, which I did that at 16. But what I'm saying is, like, all these goals stimulated around what people was fucking saying about me, and it was just like I was. I put so much pressure on myself that I did not even have to, all because of what people had to say. And I really wish I could just yank myself, my 18-year-old self, by the fucking, well, at the time, 14. So, by the neck and say, girl, fuck them. Fuck what they got to say. Not so that's saying people who have that much time and just talk about people for no reason. Why the fuck is you so bored talking about people and you don't have nothing to do? People who got shit going on don't have time to talk about other people. That's one thing. Two, honestly, really, when is it a good time? When really is it a good time to become a parent? You become a parent too young, they say you unfit. You become a parent too late, they say, damn, why you wait so long? You become a parent in your 30s, they say, it's just always some shit that happens. So when is it really a good time to become a parent? Becoming a parent should be, no matter what age, in my opinion, to me, as society, we can say whatever we want to say, but they're gonna talk shit regardless. That moment, especially when you are bringing your first child into the world, that should be the most beautiful experience ever. Shouldn't nobody have to go through a traumatic experience or make them think that they're less than, don't have the capabilities to take care of their child or whatever the case is. Nobody should feel like that, especially as a new parent. Like, and yeah, I just really wish that I would have just stopped giving a fuck about what people had to say because they're gonna talk shit regardless. So I might as well have just did me and let them talk. Period. Because they were gonna find, even if I didn't have a child young, even if I never was like bad kid or nothing like that. I just had a baby young and good grades, all of that. But they were gonna find shit to talk about me anyway. So I might as well have just did what I wanted to do regardless. The second piece of advice that I would give to my younger self is really just implementing and realizing that being the smartest person in the room isn't always a good idea. With me, I really didn't get in trouble like that, but I had a big ass head. Like, I mean, I got a big head now, but like really just like operating in ego. Couldn't nobody tell me shit. I already knew what the fuck the answer was, and that was that. But that's not always a good thing because if you are the smartest person in the room, 9 times out of 10, that means that you're hanging with people, surrounding yourself around people, going to events with people that are not the smartest or not the wisest. And usually, what happens is when we are surrounded by people, especially the people that we keep in our circle and keep around us, we're asking them for advice, asking them for their opinions. And if you are the only smartest person in the room, why would you go and ask somebody who is not necessarily on the level that you're on, but really can't challenge your mental, can't really give you a different perspective, can't really. How many times have you asked somebody, being the smartest person in the room, how many times have you asked somebody for their opinion and they say, shit, I don't know. I don't know. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, you want people around you, surrounded by you, that can challenge you, that can bring you new information, that can help you grow. You don't want to be the only person in the room that's the smartest. Just because they are older than you does not mean nothing. Okay? It don't mean nothing because I've seen people who are 60 years old and have the mindset of an 18-year-old, and an 18-year-old it was vice versa. Wisdom does not have an age. You can be young with a whole lot of wisdom and old with very little. It does not matter. Don't allow people to try to put in your brain just because that they're older than you, that means that equals out to they're smarter than you, they know more than you, because that is not the case all the time. 9 out of 10 is not the case. Most honestly, in all honesty, the most information that I have learned was from somebody that was younger than me. I did go to ask people who were older than me, who I felt were more wiser than me, and I could not even get past go with the shit that they were telling me. It was all the information that they were telling me was all from their experiences and what not to do. It was never a educated step-by-step process on exactly what to do or some real legit advice. It was always an opinion struck by fear, if that makes sense. You don't have to cut people off too, because I am the queen of cutting off. I will cut your ass off if you blink the wrong way, like, and that's so bad, and I have to work on that. But um you do not have to cut people off right away. People, everybody is not in the same season as you. So if you still love that person, still want to be around that person, you have to put people in categories. Meaning, okay, my business friends, I'm putting them in this category. I know not to talk ratchet shit with them because they're not on that timing. My ratchet friends, I know not to talk business shit with them because they're gonna be looking at me like, girl, what is you talking about? And that just goes for every relationship in your life. Like, really just sit down and put people in categories, especially if these are people that you don't want to cut off, aka family members, people who you be trying to tell your dreams and your goals to, and they really just going one ear and out the other, or you really feel like deep down inside that they don't support you. I don't necessarily believe that is always the case all the time, But you just have to know who to talk with what information. Let me know down in the comment section down below if you want to make a detailed video on that, of the categories and shit that you need to put people in, and the 3 types of people in your life, and I'll go more in depth on what that means and what that looks like. Just let me know in the comment section down below. Third advice that I would give to my younger self is it is okay to not have it all figured out right now. I have literally I went to college 3 times. 3 times. And failed 3 times. I didn't stick it. I failed the first 2 times, but the third time I didn't stick it all the way through because I thought that getting the regular way of getting the education was like literally the only way out. So I really was like striving and embarking on this journey. I'm like, okay, I need to get this. I need to get this. It's people looking up to me. It's people who got their degrees, got their shit together. They got all of it together, and I'm just like, damn. I'm sitting here. I'm like, okay, I need to do something. No, I went to college 3 times. Just really felt just really, really fucked up and just horrible on the inside because I really felt like if I did not have my degree, my house, my car, you know what I'm saying, good paying job and things like that, like I was a failure. And to the world, to the outside, that does look like success, but really is not. Like success honestly is what you deter it and determine it as, and you don't have to have your shit all together. Especially from my younger self, and I was 18 years old when I felt like this. You don't have to have it all figured out at 18. Yeah, you see people on the internet that's millionaires and shit at 16 years old and stuff like that, but you don't have to feel like you're rushing. Literally, it's people, even if it's older people watching my channel, like you can literally be 45 and not have your shit together as society would say, and literally that next year everything fall in place for you. Don't measure your timeline based off of someone else's life, because you'll never get that far. You always give up and feel like shit every single time you looking at somebody else thinking that you behind. You don't know what that person did to get that shit. First of all, you don't know what they went through, what sacrifices they had to make in order to even get there, or shit, what they are currently going through. Because just because you see all the flashy things and they look like they have their shit together, they could be losing their fucking minds mentally, and you only looking at what they have and wishing that you had their life. But what if God be like, all right, cool, yeah, I'm gonna give you their life. I give you their life, literally everything. You not even having no awareness of their mental state. You got everything, but now you fucked up. No, like just being okay with your journey, just knowing that it's a time and a place for everything. Everything is gonna happen in perfect divine timing when it is supposed to happen. Do not compare your journey to nobody else. And sis, whether you 18, 45, 60, it don't matter. As long as you have a goal in mind, you don't rush. You don't have to feel rushed. Don't let social media rush your life or make you feel like you're supposed to be somewhere where you're not supposed to be at in your life at this particular moment. Your time will come. Just wait and be patient. My fourth advice, and this is really the girl. My fourth piece of advice that I will give my younger self is, girl, do not get into unnecessary debt. Oh my God. The first time I literally got into debt when I was 18. No, I was 19. Sorry, I was 19. I took a student loan out, sis, because I wanted a fucking pink limo for my birthday so that I can go downtown. So that I can go downtown and fucking just stunt like, girl, like it's my birthday, I got me this pink limo, like just feel like that girl. And girl, the money didn't even fall through when it was supposed to. It wound up going through like 3 weeks after my birthday. And even when I did get the money, I still didn't even do the right shit with it. Like I just threw my daughter a big ass birthday party, which as mine was my second daughter, it was her first birthday. I did throw her a big birthday party. It was cute and and all. But looking back, I wish I would have took that money and invested. I wish I would have started a business then. I wish I would have invested in coaching then. I wish I would have invested in stocks and houses and shit like that then. Instead of wasting that money on frivolous things that today I don't even have shit to show for it but a fucking student loan. And yeah, no. It is just so important to if you're gonna take out a loan, do it for the right reason. Like if you're going to school, this is something this is a career that you really want to go through, and you need that money, and you can't find no way else to get the fucking money. You go ahead, take that loan out, but just make sure that you have a plan for it. If you're gonna take out a student loan to start a bid, don't do what I did. Don't take no student loan out to do no fucking parties, or go shopping with it. None of that. Like if you're in college right now, those little checks that the refund check that you get, sis, take that shit and invest in it. Invest in knowledge. Buy you some courses, some books that's gonna help you get ahead. Especially if this is not really what you want to do. You just going for the refund check, or you just going to get the loans, or whatever the case is. Educate yourself. Do not get into debt. It's a such thing as getting into good debt, and it's a such thing as bad debt. And you just really want to educate yourself and just make sure that you are making the right financial decisions, because to this day I still have to pay that fucking money back. And it's like, okay, you're gonna have to pay that money back either way it goes. Not the refund money necessarily, just depending if they don't add in the loan with the remaining balance that you have from your grant. But ultimately, you're gonna have to pay that money back. And that goes for anything. That goes for a credit card. That goes for if you get a loan from the bank. That goes for, just student loans, anything. Eventually, you're going to have to pay the money back. So why not take the money that you are going to be borrowing up front right now and invest it in something that is going to make you triple, quadruple, shit, put you in a better financial situation, so when it does come time to pay that money back, you good. Like you wouldn't even have shit. If you want to pay the whole thing right then and there, you could, because you made the right, proper financial decisions and invested that money into something that was going to mean something in the future. And I think that's another reason why, and we'll talk about that in a whole other video, girl, because I'm gonna be talking 20 more minutes if I get into it. But just really just make it setting realistic, smart goals, and really just clearing out the noise and just really sacrificing for a little bit to get you where you need to be at. Because, sis, that was my fifth and final piece of advice that I will give to my younger self is prioritize saying no and setting boundaries. Girl, oh my God, and still is, she still taking time to be a people pleaser. Like, I was so scared to say no to people. Like, people would call me at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, 10 o'clock at night, asking me did I want to ride with them. Just ride out so they won't be by themselves. Going out to eat, knowing good and damn well I got money to, and that was just dumb shit. But just going out to eat, knowing I didn't have the money to go out to eat, but because I didn't want to say no or not be available, I literally would just say yes, because I didn't want nobody to, look at me no type of way. I didn't want nobody to be mad at me. And no, sis, like you got to start saying no, because if you don't, and what I learned, and I saw this post, and it was a Beyonce quote, because I love me for Beyonce. It was a Beyonce quote, and it said, and it probably wasn't one of her songs. It was like, the moment you say no, it's like I never said yes. And bitch, when I tell you, I saw that and it just struck something inside of me, and I put it to the test. I'm not gonna say the specific situation or anything like that, because I just don't have time for that. I know people watch my videos, and yeah, but I said no for the first time just to see. I really was, tired and exhausted that particular situation and stuff like that. And lo and behold, I didn't hear anything else from that situation. Um, yeah, just nothing, just fucking crickets at that point. It was like, bitch, the whole situation was just like, you know, with me in that situation, that this and that third, it was just non-existent at that point, all because I was not available. And people will do that to you. And people, you will literally say yes 99 times, and the one no that you say no, it's like none of that shit matters. And it's so messed up, but you really just have to put your foot down and really just set those boundaries and just know, like, hey, no. Literally get in the mirror and practice saying no. Like, bring up, make up situation. Shit, if you start saying no. Like, just practice no. If you're scared to say no in person, you scared to say no on the phone, text it. Shit, no, hell no, no, it's not happening. When you be so available for people, what's gonna happen when you finally need help or you really is busy and you just don't want people around you that's gonna keep on feeling some type of way or mad when you say no? It's, you don't even have to be a reason behind it. I said no. Like, it don't even have to be a nasty way. You could say it in the most polite, beautifulest way. No, I'm sorry, I'm not available. I can't do it. You don't have to ignore people. You don't have to leave people on red. No. And you have to set boundaries, healthy boundaries with people, especially your family and friends. I think that, especially with your family, they get so used to you being around, being available, just being there overall, that they think that you literally have to be available at all times, answering their calls when they call, um, being at every fucking event. And it's just like, girl, no. Especially if you're someone who is like me. I have a family. I have a family of my own now. I am married. I have a business. I'm doing YouTube. Like, and I be doing a lot of shit. Like, I barely be having time. I barely have time for myself sometimes. Which is why I'm embarking on this self-care, self-love journey. Because, girl, we gotta get it together in that area. Because if yourself is not together and your mental is not together, how can you show up? How can you possibly show up as your best self when you're not even okay? You don't even feel okay. And people will literally make me. I have a habit, a bad habit, and I'm working on it, of not answering my phone. When I feel like it's too much shit going on, I'm getting overwhelmed, and I can't figure out something, or if I go in planning mode and I need to like just laser focus, I literally will shut the whole world out. Like, I won't answer my phone. You might see me on Facebook, but that's because I'm either in groups, I'm communicating with other business owners, just shit like that. And only thing that they are seeing is, oh, I ain't answered the phone. Oh, she mad at me. Or, oh, I see her on Facebook. Oh, she norm. Like, it don't be none of that. Like, nigga, I be literally trying to get a break and just, you know what I'm saying, figure shit out. And it's like, especially being in my 20s, um, I'm literally trying to figure this shit out. Like, the generation before me did not pass me a tassel, or give me a upper hand to have this shit figured out. I'm learning how to start a business, how to invest, life insurance, fucking building wealth, how to sustain wealth, how to just live. Learning this and figuring this shit out on my own so that I can pass it on to them and my kids. I'm not gonna be fucking available all the time. It might be only 10 minutes out the day that I can answer my phone. 10 minutes out the day. If that. You miss that window, shit, you might not hear from me. It might take 5 to 7 business days to get back to me. But that's something that I'm working on. And that just goes along with communication. And if you're like that, and if you hear yourself in me as I'm speaking, girl, it's nothing but communication. And you really just have to stand firm on what you say. It's not necessarily what you say, it's how you say it. Some people still gonna take it the wrong way, regardless. It don't matter, because that's just them and the type of people that they are. But saying no, setting boundaries, sis. I'm not. we're not answering the phone and chit chat and kick in after 10 p.m. I have a husband. I have a family. I'm in the bed. I'm chilling. I'm not answering my phone and gossiping at 10 o'clock at night. Matter of fact, don't even call me gossiping because that's not the type of timing I'm on. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to invest. I'm trying to make sure that I'm mentally good and stable so that I can reach higher levels, so that I can pass things down to my family, my kids, so that they can be good and financially well off and just really just good. I don't want to, don't call me to gossip at 10 o'clock at night because I'm not going to answer the phone. Anyways, early in the morning, I'm up, but that's me time. That is me time. Like, and you, when you set these boundaries with people, and you can do it for specific people, generic, it don't matter. Sometimes you do have to set specific boundaries for specific people because some people be trying to get off. You will say, hey, don't, I'm not gonna answer the phone around this time, so I'm busy at this time, and they will still call. Like, girl, don't do that because then just don't do that. Don't do that. And you just want to make sure that you're setting boundaries because if you don't, if you all are always available, always answer the phone, always there for people, just always saying yes, you're going to eventually burn out. And burnout doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh, I'm tired and all that. Burnout comes out in many different shapes and forms. It comes out in anger, it comes out in depression, it comes out in stress. It start rolling over. You look up, you and your husband getting into it. You at work don't fucking want to go. And ain't nothing wrong with the job. It's just you burnt out. You have to set boundaries with everything and every relationship in your life. Business, personal, family, friend, it don't matter. But set the boundaries, stick to them, and don't fucking make an exception to the rule for nothing or nobody. The moment you do that, that's literally a seep hole for them to go in and take advantage of you and pretty much say fuck you and your time. You don't want that. Those are my 5 pieces of advice that I will give to my younger self. I know, girl, I did a lot of cussing and stuff like that, but I want this to be transparent and really just y'all feeling me. You feel me? So this is the end of the video. Let me know down in the comment section down below what other video ideas you guys have so that I can make videos on it and talk about it and we can chit chat and what I'm saying, just get into it. But I hope you guys stayed to the end of this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I love each and every one of you guys who watch my videos, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It means so much to me every time I see that we have a new person joining the community. It just means so much to me, you guys. And I just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. But until next time, you guys.